All right, just another day at the office. Pawpaw's at his office in that tractor. Some of these guys have to go to the office, but I come over here and get in my office and crank it up. That's what I love to do. Trying to get some beans in out here. You hear it thundering in the background. We drilled this field about 2 weeks ago. We didn't have a good stand, so we're redoing it. You know how it is. Sometimes you got to go back and scratch that thing again. So we're over here scratching at it, trying to get some beans up for these deer. Our front field up here, they eat them fast as they come up. So we got to hurry up and get some over here where they won't eat all them up. So they can run back and forth between these two bean fields. Hopefully we can get them up. It's a forage soybean, so if they nip them off, they get a good root system and they nip them off, then they're supposed to come back. But if they nip them off too early, they ain't gonna come back. But it is what it is. We're not doing electric fence this year, so you know, maybe we'll have some luck with them and get them up. Papa always says, I'm gonna leave this world learning something, so we still learning about this farming also. Nobody knows everything, not even Papa. But there's no way. I wish we had something. In certain places back in that side over there ain't a whole lot of rock. But this section right here, there's rocks and more rocks. A snake's crawl through out here, he ain't got a chance. Cause if you got a right hand or whatever you can throw with, a snake ain't got a chance. Cause there's enough rocks out here. You can sling your arm out of joint and you still ain't gonna pick them up. Well, one thing about it, we purchased this drill last year, and doing the drill you save diesel fuel and time. So you can drill your seeds over your winter food plots. Soybeans is one of the best things you can plant. The salad on soybean is about as high as the beans, so the protein, if you can get them up and get them going, what's going to grow those rats. You see all these rocks, that drill come across here and it jumps off of this rock, and that shows you the bean. But those beans should be in the ground. You're not going to get them all in the ground with these rocks, because it's going to go over them and jump up and down. But we ain't got time to pick this many rock up. There ain't enough young'uns in the family to get all these up.
On, you ready? Let's do it. Them dukes. It's a seed drill. You got one of them, remember, that pulls behind your tractor?
Yeah, that's my little tiny one?
Yeah, that's a drill. That's a real life big seed drill.
Yeah.
See how it lifts up? And then when he lets it down, the seed come out of that big container and goes into the ground.
So you can plant?
Yeah, you plant. It's really cool. Don't you think it's pretty cool? Look, watch him. He'll drop it right here. Watch Papa drop it. 1, 2, ready. We just pulled up here. Papa was out there, got the seed drill hooked up. We're putting in a nice summer food plot here for the deer.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's over here making sure you're doing it right, Papa.
You hanging out with Daddy? What you got?
We thought it was gonna rain us out.
I'm telling you. Oh, you got your gun with you, man, yeah.
Is that for the bad guys?
It's even for the dinosaurs, but not the bad guys.
No, the dinosaurs.
Ain't no bad guys out here in these woods, are there?
Yep. Did you get it, Papa?
Oh, no, I still got Yeah, it's good, but I gotta move that limb.
Oh, so you drilling it this way?
No, I'm making circles and then.
Oh, I got you. And then fill it in.
On that end, I'm picking up, coming back down, cause it's narrow. Well, you had to work.
Yeah. I think it's a big part of this rain missed us just now. Christy called me. It was raining so hard. She was heading to Columbus, and it was. I'm talking about to wash her off the road, but it just missed us. You couldn't tell it, but it was thunder and lightning.
That way. I could hear it off the distance when Ryan pulled up early. But you know, there's a good chance tomorrow, so maybe we'll get some.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
a little bit of moisture in the ground.
Oh yeah, there's moisture. Well, we got that little shower the other day. You got to go work, pick that garden, boy. You got to go get them squash and go get them cucumbers. You want to spend the night with Papa one night? And Kendall?
Man, that'd be fun.
Think about it. We can leave out early. Me and you and Kendall will go fishing, and then
what?
I can bring you back over next morning. That's right.
Well, maybe that'll work out tomorrow. That'd be fun.
All right, let me get back on the tractor. Give me 5. Well, I'm fit to get back on this tractor and get to rolling. Like I said earlier, this is my office, and I'm gonna be in this office for about another 2 hours getting these beans in. But hey, it is what it is. You done heard me say that a few times. And there's plenty of other things that I don't like to do, and I have done. Papa's worked on roofs, digging ditches. I've done roofing. I've done plumbing. I've did it all, poured concrete. But this right here is a little more laid back driving a tractor. So I ain't complaining. You ain't gonna hear me complain about riding no tractor, cause that's in my blood. You know, we grew up with mules over where I'm at. My granddad and them farming mules, so they wouldn't know what to think if they had a tractor like this.
One of the reasons food plots are so important, especially if you're looking to have them during the fall, is in so many states you can't bait. So the only way you can go in and put any type of food source is through planting it. So obviously having the area in your property, whether it's a ½ acre, quarter acre, or up to as big as you want to make it, to almost nearly a farming operation, you're putting this food plot in, so you're kind of growing something that the deer are attracted to come to. So when you're putting in a food plot, obviously you are providing food, but reality, you got to have the acreage, you got to have an open area, depending on what type of crop you decide to put on there, or attractant, whether it be clover, whether it's oats, wheat, you name it, chicory. There's a lot of different things that you can plant. You can make those decisions based on the area of the United States you are. A lot of places across the north where it's really cold, turnips work good. But here in the south, this right here that we're working on now is a summer food plot. So this is an established area that we plant year after year to have as a plot that we hunt deer over. But a big tip that I could say is making sure that you understand the soil and what kind of seeds you're going to plant in that soil, because every different place within your property and different regions across North America have different soil types. And so based on that, you can get soil samples. You can take it to your local ag service, and they can give you a soil sample reading and tell you exactly what type of fertilizer you need. There's all different aspects of kind of fertilizer you can put out, whether it's nitrogen, whether it's zinc, whether it's calcium that you might need. So there's a lot of different factors that might go into that particular soil. We specifically use liquid fertilizer, and we got our own formula of Bone Collector Buck Grow because it seems to work good, and we got all the spectrum covered when it comes to calcium, nitrogen, all the micronutrients that the soil might need. So it starts with your soil. If you've got poor soil, you're not going to grow a good fertile plant that the deer are attracted to. So fertilizer is really key. We're timing this perfect because rain is very crucial, especially the timing in which you get that food plot in to when the rain hits it. Me, my favorite type of seed to plant, I like forage oats and I like clover. I'm a big fan of Dr. Kroll, and he's always said those are the two different things that he thinks are the best all across North America. So a tip from me, clover and oats. Those are great. If you have an opportunity and you financially can't afford it, I think the best protein to put out a lot of times is, when you're looking at a food plot like this, put in some summer food plots. That way all the deer in the property have an opportunity to come feed in that and put on a lot of mass on their deer horns. They get a chance to eat that protein, and then come fall, you can tear it back up or re-drill it. And as you can see on those tips, we're hitting it just perfect. Tip number one, most important, got to have rain on it, and we're about to get some on this. So we're ready to go. Well, obviously we're getting rained out, so I'm about to get this old cowboy right here into some shelter. But if you like these type videos, be sure to visit xmark.com/backyard. All kind of very cool rural life living tips and tactics, and hopefully you like this one right here on a few tips, and hopefully you got a few things that you can use to put in your food plots in this fall. Thank you.